Life of Riley, with Marjorie Reynolds as Peg, Tom DeAndre as Gillis, Eugene Sanders as Babs, Wes Morgan as Junior, and Gloria Blondell as Honeybee. Produced by Tom McKnight and directed by Abby Berlin.
Skill, whether it applies to the field of sports or to the less strenuous task of wielding a paintbrush, calls for concentration and experience. This is also true in industry, where thousands of skilled craftsmen apply their know-how every day, such as here at Cunningham Aircraft. Let's pause here for a better look at one of the skilled workers performing a difficult task. In this case, the artisan happens to be Chester A. Riley. Yes, no matter how difficult the problem might be, the trained worker tackles it with confidence. Broke his shoelace. Oh, well, maybe this is not one of Riley's skillful days.
Anybody got an extra shoelace?
Oh, sure. I always carry a couple of spares. What shoe do you want it for, the right or the left?
Never mind. I'll tie it with a piece of string.
Wait, Ryle. You're in luck. I got a brand new pair in my lunchbox.
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Otto. You better pick one out, Ryle. I can't ever tell which one is for the left shoe and which one is for the right shoe. Look, Otto. He didn't mean... I mean, it don't make no... Thanks. Riley. Oh, hi, Hawkins. I was just fixing my shoelace.
Well, I didn't think you were building an airplane. Come on, I got a job for you. This is a new doghouse for Cunningham's prize pooch.
Oh, that's some doghouse. That Baron Maximilian lives better than some people I know.
You're telling me. Now the boss is going to take him cross-country in his station wagon, and he wants us to install this in the wagon so it won't bounce around.
Gotcha.
Are you sure you can do it, Riley?
Where's the station wagon?
Right outside.
That Baron Maximilian is a lucky dog traveling all over the country in his own private doghouse. I wouldn't mind being a dog myself if I could be Mr. Cunningham's son.
Let's go. Riley, what are you doing to my station wagon?
Hawkins says you wanted a doghouse put in there, so...
He asked you to do it?
Well, I did a good job, Mr. Cunningham. Look. Yes, sir. Baron Maximilian is going to be top dog on this trip.
Well, it seems to be solid, all right.
Oh, it ought to be. I put at least a dozen bolts in the floor alone.
Bolts?
Yeah. Look.
Riley, you put the bolts through the gas tank.
Yeah, well, you see, I couldn't... What do you say?
It's a wonder Cunningham didn't fire you right on the spot.
Didn't he say nothing to you, Ryle? Well, he started to, but when I offered to siphon gas out of my car, he just looked at me and walked away.
Riley, I ought to have my head examined for letting you tackle that job in the first place.
Anybody could have made the same mistake.
I don't think I could, Ryle. You got a knack for them things. Now Cunningham has got to make the trip by plane. That means he can't take his dog along.
This whole thing was my fault. Well, I'm not going to let him leave Baron Maximilian behind.
Wait a minute. What are you going to do with that blowtorch?
Well, I'm going to solder up the holes in the gas tank.
Are you nuts, Riley? You want to blow your brains out?
What brains? When he puts his dog in the kennels, he ought to put you in with him. Now get to work.
Gillis, I got an idea.
I don't know what it is, Ryle, but I'd think twice before I do anything.
I don't have to even think once. My mind is going into this thing with both eyes wide open.
I had intended taking the Baron with me on my trip, but due to your blunder, I have to leave him here in the kennel.
Well, that's what I came to see you about, Mr. Cunningham. You don't have to leave him at no old kennel. I can take care of him at my house.
Oh, no, thank you. Come back from my trip and find my dog bolted to the floor?
Please, Mr. Cunningham, I understand dogs. They may be just dumb animals to some people, but to me they're no different than I am.
I'll go along with that.
You don't want to go to no old kennel, do you, boy?
Now, look here, Riley. He does seem to like you, doesn't he?
Sure. I may not have no pedigree, but he knows I'm Dog's best friend.
Well, the family's away.
I'll treat him just like one of the family. Even better. He can sit in my easy chair nights and look at television.
I guess you mean well, Riley. All right. You keep him till I come back from the trip.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Cunningham.
He'll be happier with you than he would be in the kennel.
Why, sure. At the kennel, he wouldn't have no human faces to look at.
I still say he'd be happier with you.
Thanks again, Mr. Cunningham. You won't be sorry. Come on.
Gosh, Mom, how much longer do we have to wait? I'm starved.
Dad's never been this late before.
Well, I suppose we could start. He ought to be home soon. But I can't understand.
Hello, Peg.
Riley. What happened?
Well, they wouldn't let us on the bus. We had to walk all the way home.
We?
Yeah, me and Baron Maximilian.
A dog!
Oh, he's beautiful. What's his name?
Jesse James?
Stop feeding him, Junior. Mr. Cunningham says he's only supposed to have one meal a day, and he's already had it.
I didn't feed him. He helped himself.
Well, I don't care if Mr. Cunningham is your boss. Why did you let him give you this animal?
He didn't give him to me, Peg. I'm just taking care of him until Mr. Cunningham gets back from his trip.
Oh, gosh, you mean we can't keep him?
Now, Baron Maximilian don't mind visiting with us, Junior, but he wouldn't want to live here.
Are you sure of that, Dad?
Max!
Oh, Ronnie, my dinner!
Max, you've already had your dinner. Oh, you're a pig.
What?
You're a dog. You're Max!
Stop him!
He's sitting in your place, Junior. Do something. Is that all I get for supper? A jelly sandwich?
Don't look at me, Dad. Speak to your house guest.
Don't be so happy.
I don't mind doing dishes when I eat out of them, but when a dog...
Don't be upset, Peg. Baron Maximilian is new around here. He don't know any better.
How long will Mr. Cunningham be gone?
Only a month. By that time, we'll have Max so well trained, he won't go near the table until we do.
A month? I don't think I can stand it.
Why not, Mom? Max is a good dog. He won't give us any trouble.
Not much he won't. Look at the trouble he's caused around here already.
Please don't say things like that, Peg. He's very sensitive.
He can sleep in my room.
What's wrong with the garage?
That's a wonderful idea, Junior. When I tell Mr. Cunningham that you gave up your room so Max could have your bed, he might even give me a raise.
Riley.
Huh? Oh, he meant...
I like dogs as well as you, but a dog this size... well, maybe after I get used to him.
Okay, Peg. I'll make his bed in the garage.
Now, tonight, anyway.
And tomorrow being Saturday, I'll build a big fence around the backyard so he'll have plenty of room to run around.
Gee, it sure is going to be tough to give him up once we get used to him.
Yeah, he seems like one of the family already. He's got your eyes, Peg.
Thank you.
No, I mean, the way he looks at me. Just like you do when I get docked for being late at the plant.
Riley, will you please take that dog out to the garage?
Oh, well, okay. Come on, Max. Don't you worry, Max. If I hear any prowlers, I'll wake you up. There we are. That'll give him plenty of room to run around in without wrecking the flower beds.
What makes you think he's going to stay in there?
Don't be stupid, Gillis. If you had a fence around you 3 feet over your head, do you think you could get out?
I never thought of that.
Well, certainly. Here, put him in. Go ahead. That's the boy, Max. There we are.
A padlock?
Well, certainly. There's nothing to worry about. I got the key in my pocket. Come on. He's all right. His mother must have been a kangaroo.
Junior, what's the dog doing in the house?
Pop asked me to take care of him while he makes the fence iron. Gee, Mom, I wish I could have a dog like this.
Well, someday, perhaps.
It wouldn't be any trouble.
Well, not for you, Junior, but I'm the one who would have to take care of him all day long.
Junior?
I guess the fence is up. Come on, Max. Come on.
I'd like to see him get over this fence now.
If he goes that high, his nose will bleed.
Oh, there you are, son. Put him right in there. Go ahead, Max. Attaboy.
Oh, gee, Pop, I hate to see him all fenced up like that.
Well, so do I, son. But if anything ever happened to Brian Maximilian, Mr. Cunningham would never forgive me.
And with your record, Ryle, you ain't got many boners left.
For your information, Mr. Gillis, Max couldn't jump over that fence if his mother and his father were kangaroos. And I'll prove it to you. Come on, Max. Come on, boy.
You convinced me, Ryle.
You didn't think I could do it, huh? But this ought to show you once I put my head to the grindstone, anything can happen. Here, son, put the tools away. How about a cup of coffee, huh?
I'm with you.
Ah, Gillis, you get a nice warm feeling when you do a favor for people, you know?
You mean like taking care of Cunningham's dog while he's away?
Yeah. And it ain't like he asked me to do it, you know. I came up with the idea myself.
I know. And you went to a lot of trouble to build that fence.
Yeah. Watching him day and night, seeing that he doesn't catch cold, feeding him.
And with your own dough.
Yeah. Do you think he appreciates it?
No.
If I ask him to take care of my dog, do you think he'd do it?
Never.
This is one time I'm entitled to a lousy raise and he ain't even around to give it to me.
Ryle, what are you getting all steamed up about?
Because you...
Answer the phone.
Hello. What? Yeah, Mr. Cunningham, it's me.
Riley, there's been a sudden change in plans. Yeah, that's right. I postponed my trip for 2 weeks.
He postponed his trip.
Well, as long as you got him on the phone, why don't you ask him for a raise?
Don't be stupid. No, not you, Mr. Cunningham. I was talking to Gillis.
So as long as I'm not going away, you may as well bring Baron Maximilian back. Good. I'll be expecting you.
You want to ride over with me?
Yeah, I'll hold the dog and you drive.
Okay. You know, I hate to take Baron Maximilian back. I miss him already.
So do I.
Gillis, he's gone. How did he get over the fence?
He didn't.
Look.
Looks like his mother and father weren't kangaroos after all.
No. They must have been gophers.
Let's try again. You go one way, I'll go the other.
Thanks, kids. He's about that long. He's got big ears to
Children
stand up.
know the dog, Riley.
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. I wasn't thinking, Peg.
That's normal.
If I don't get that dog back, I'll not only get fired, I'll never get that raise.
Well, maybe the best thing to do would be to tell Mr. Cunningham what happened.
Peg, he already thinks I'm stupid. Why should I give him any more proof?
I'll take another look around out back.
Gillis, what am I going to do?
I wish I could help you, Ryle.
Let's see. If I was a dog, where would I go? No, that's no good. I already owe the butcher for last week.
Answer, Ralph. Go ahead. Probably somebody found the dog calling you to tell you about it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. Probably. Hello? Did you find... What? Who? No, Mr. Cunningham. Riley ain't here. I'm out looking for the dog. I mean...
Riley, what are you talking about? Why aren't you on your way over here with Baron Maximilian?
Well, I can't bring him back right now, Mr. Cunningham. Why not? Well, the Baron is taking a nap and he left orders not to be disturbed.
Riley, I don't know what's going on over there. But you get that dog back here at once.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Baron. What did you say, Mr. Cunningham? Don't let go of the leash? No, sir. I'm holding it here. Yes, sir. I got it.
I'll hold him a while, Ryle.
Oh, thanks. Cut it out, Gillis. Can't you see I'm in enough trouble? Gillis, I got an idea.
Now what?
The dog pound. Maybe they got a dog there that looks like the Baron.
Hey, not bad. How did you think of that?
When my brains get together with my mind, they always come up with the right answer.
I'll get my jacket and go with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a hand at the Ryle. I never thought you could find anything this close to Baron Maximilian.
Well, he's almost perfect. Little dab of shoe polish on his face right here, and nobody will know the difference. What's his name, Mr. Bixby?
Myrtle.
There, you see? Myrtle. What a revolting development this is.
Did you want a male dog, Mr. Riley?
I've got to have a male.
Oh, no trouble at all. I have the twin to Myrtle, her brother Butch. Come, Myrtle.
What a narrow escape that was.
Here we are. Identical twins.
They sure are.
Well, he's just what I'm looking for. Come on, Butch.
Just a moment, Mr. Riley. Before I can release the animal, it's required that the new owner meet certain qualifications.
But what do you mean?
We only want to make sure that you will be kind to the animal and that you have a fenced-in yard.
Oh, he don't need no fence. He's going back to Mr. Cunningham as fast as I can get him there.
Oh, I see. You're giving him to someone as a present.
That's right. And Mr. Cunningham is in no position to look a gift dog in the mouth.
I'm not.
Come on, Max. Come on.
Come.
Go ahead.
Shoe polish really did the trick, Ralph.
Yeah. Now, if I can fool Peg and the kids, I got nothing to worry about.
Unless Junior decides to give Butch a bath and washes the stuff off.
Junior don't even believe in washing his own face. Why should he wash the dog's? I'll see you later, Gillis.
Okay, Ralph. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Pop, you found him. You found it, old Max.
Oh, I'm so glad. You know, Riley, I formed quite an attachment for Max. And look, he even seems to be more affectionate toward me.
Peg, there's something I got to tell you.
Dad, do you have to take him back to Mr. Cunningham?
Now, look, Babsy.
Don't take him back, Pop.
Oh, he seems to crave affection. Maybe if Mr. Cunningham knew how happy Max was to be with us, he might let him stay.
You see, he loves you.
Cut that out.
She's one of the family, Pop.
I know that as well as you do, Junior. But as long as he's not a blood relative, he's got to go back.
Maximilian!
He must have run away while Mr. Riley was talking on the phone with you.
Good boy.
Shall I call Mr. Riley and tell him that we have the Baron?
No, don't bother. I'll tell him tomorrow when I get to the factory. Run along now, Max. Roger, you go to the car and bring me in those blueprints. I'll be in the den.
Very good, sir.
You don't have to all look at me like that. I feel as bad as you do.
Well, you might as well get it over with.
Goodbye, Max.
So long, Phil.
I got such a big lump in my head I can't even swallow. Come on, boy.
How did you get it?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Is Mr. Cunningham here?
Yes, but perhaps you'd better wait in the living room. I'll tell Mr. Cunningham you're here.
Thank you. I think you'll be happier here, Butch. Say, that's a pretty neat trick. Well, do that again. Hello, Mr. Cunningham. Brought your dog back, Mr. Cunningham.
What dog?
Why, well, for a minute there, I thought Butch was a ventriloquist. This is Butch. This is Mr. Cunningham. And that's Max. There's two... Well, I guess I'll be going.
Just a minute, Riley.
Oh, am I in trouble?
No, Butch ain't gonna dig under the fence and get away like Max did.
He ain't got a chance, Gillis. This time I used my head.
Well, what do you mean, dear?
As soon as I got home, I put in another fence.
Another fence?
I put it right into this one. 5 feet straight down.
Call me over when you paint it. I'll help you.